Live from New Hyde Park, the Gadgets and Gizmo Show!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our show, Gadgets and Gizmos. I'm your host, Austin Lowy. Tonight we have a very special lineup with a Muslim special. Please welcome our first guest, Stephen Lin.
Whoa!
Hello, Austin.
Hi, Stephen. So, what do you have to show us today?
This item is an Islamic calendar, and they made it to keep track of harvesting seasons. And Islam uses a strict lunar calendar, and within a 30-year cycle, the Islamic calendar has 19 years with 354 days and 11 years with 355 days.
Well, that all seems very confusing, Stephen.
Well, it is. As a result of using a lunar calendar, Muslims their holidays arrive in different seasons of the year.
Well, can you give us an example?
During the month of Ramadan, Muslims fast during the day, and they do this until sundown, when they're allowed one meal. They do this as an act of self-purification, and fasting is part of the Muslims' five
Next
pillars of
up,
faith.
we have Chris Cataldo. Hello, Chris. How are you, Chris?
I'm good, Austin. It's a pleasure to be on your show.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. So why don't you tell us something about your product?
Well, it's a miswak, aka the Muslim toothbrush. Muhammad used the first toothbrush in the year 600. The toothbrush was basically a thing from a meswak tree. Basically a twig from the meswak tree. This twig from the meswak tree was called a miswak.
How is it similar to other hygiene products?
Well, a meswak is kind of like a toothbrush. For example, right here, it helps keep your mouth clean.
And how would this invention improve health and increase quality of life?
Well, this miswak makes gum stronger, protects against tooth decay, and it lessens toothaches, gives the mouth a fresh smell, and can be used for a medicine.
Well, that's a very nice product, Chris. It was great having you here.
Thanks, Elson.
Alright, and that was very interesting. Now we're going to have a word from our sponsors. And we're back from our commercial. Now put your hands together for our next guest, Rohit Basu. So Rohit, what do you have for us today?
Well, this here is called a clock.
And how does it work?
In the early days, you would usually have to look outside, check the position of the sun, and find out what time it is. But now you can just look at the clock and figure out what time it is.
Well, that's very interesting. Is it commonly used?
Well, it was most commonly used during the Abbasid reign in the Middle East.
And has it been exported to other places?
Yes, in fact, in Europe, it's called an object of wonder.
Ooh. Well, that's very interesting, Rohit. You heard it, folks. That's that's very nice. It's a very nice invention. Well, folks, that's about all the time we have tonight. I'm your host, Austin Lowy, and this has been our show.